Of the Kruger National Park. It's in the Mopani district of Limpopo. We took a bird's eye view of what was happening in the province, and now we're zooming into Palabora, but we're going to take you back a little bit because Limpopo is a province that has a lot of challenges. We have seen them in the news, sometimes for all the wrong reasons. And with me I have the local government spokesperson, Puti Seloba from Limpopo. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Mr. Seloba. So this province, you have over 80% of those South African citizens that are of the voting age. They have registered to take part in the upcoming polls on the 7th of May. Are you ready for the elections?
As the province were ready, and even the number tells a better story than us. You know, it shows that people still have confidence in what we're doing as government. People now understand their rights. We've been able to educate them. So you can see the magnitude of people tells a story that indeed as a province, our people still have confidence in what we're doing, and they're prepared to move forward with us.
20 parties are going to be or campaigning for the Limpopo province. How are you ensuring that it's going to be a fair and free election?
We are a home of peace. You could see even in terms of the crime statistics, we as a province were very low. So even violence activities, I think if you look at service delivery protests, we had very few as the province, and most of them have been very peaceful. And you could see that even moving into the election year, we're not panicking, much as we'll be having sufficient security to protect everybody. But we believe that we'll continue and showcase the fact that we are a home of peace.
You speak about peace. There hasn't been much peace in Modimolle, though. There's been some very unhappy residents there.
You know, let me put it very clear. As a province, it's clear that people need to understand where we come from, so that you understand that much as we have challenges, we are able to acknowledge those challenges as government. You need to remember that since 1994 we had to amalgamate about 4 administrations. We need to make sure that we're putting a solid government in place. We inherited quite a number of some of the infrastructure that has not been maintained. And as you continue to make sure that you make impact in terms of changing lives, there will be other areas, populations are growing, people are moving into new areas, and they continue to demand services. And we are saying as government, much as people are exercising their rights to protest, it's important that they continue to do it in a more peaceful manner, where a responsive government will continue to make sure that all their demands are met.
There has been some highlights and a good story to tell after 20 years of democracy. What are some of those coming from the Limpopo province?
Let me put it now, like we amalgamated 4 administration: the former Republic of Venda, the homeland of Kazangulu, Leboa, Kazangulu, Leboa, Venda, and the TPA, the Transvaal administration. So we managed to put a very solid foundation in terms of creating a people's administration in the province. And over and above that, we managed to deal with other issues. Mind you, in the olden days, you had ethnic-related issues. We managed to make sure that our own people as a province are able to live together. And as we are talking today, we're talking about a province where we pride ourselves. We have managed to build more than 300,000 houses. We have managed to make sure that more than 80% of the people who did not have access to clean and potable water have water. We managed to build more than 50 state-of-art schools in this province. We have built bridges. You know, there have been communities which, if it was raining, they get isolated from each other. But as we're talking today, they are permanently connected to each other. People can visit their relatives, people can go shopping, people can continue with their normal lives despite heavy rainfalls. We have made sure that a lot of our kids whose parents work on farms have got access to basic education. One of the things that we have done, you know, in the past we were known to be a very dry province, but we have made means. We just opened the Hope Dam, which is going to make sure that through it about 3 districts are going to get access to clean potable water. And we are saying we have achieved more working with our own people, and we are still saying to them, looking forward, there is a hope. The journey still looks very rosy. The future looks bright. Let's make sure that today continues to shine better than yesterday, so that our tomorrow should be something that both of us, together with the people that we are serving, have worked very hard for.
There are, however, some serious challenges and challenges for some of the most vulnerable of society, and that's children. Speak to us about the sanitation at schools.
You know, when I said it earlier on that as a province, as we're building the people's administration in the province, we inherited some of the issues. We had mud schools, we had dilapidated infrastructure, we inherited some of the health facilities, the buildings particularly, which have not been maintained in the past. We had the type of sanitations that is being practiced in our communities that also do not give clear protection to our water, as we spoke earlier about. And so most of our schools did not have proper sanitations. As the provincial government, as I'm talking today, in 2013, the provincial government took a decision that by the end of 2014, not even a single school in this province should continue to have the type of pit toilets that they had. That is why we're building in Virolu. As we're looking back at the progress, we had about 1,200 schools. We have already completed more than 900 of those projects. But we are also mindful of the fact that some of those completed projects in the previous years, the workmanship is not satisfactory. We need to make sure that we address those issues. We need to make sure that as we build more, we need also to be mindful of quality, and that is what we are trying to do. We have learned the good lessons, you know, that we got put...
Sorry, Puji, I'm going to have to stop you there, because I know you're a man very passionate about your province here in Limpopo, and you want to give it all to us. There really is so much to speak about. Thank you very much. Just chatting about inheriting some of the former problems from other administrations, but there is something that they did have full control over, and that was the textbooks. We're going to be chatting about that a little bit later on, right here on Morning Live, as we zoom in on Limpopo as well as Palabora on our election roadshow. Do stay with Morning Live.